Hey, it's Aloha Lava. Layatawa Dr. John Peterson here. TE2 Wedge Sports Cards coming at you live and direct from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Folks, we are back at the card table. It is Friday night, and I am still sick. Just to prove that I'm not feeling 100%, I had to take some Dayquil today, which I don't prefer to take, but I had to do it because I just was not feeling well. I don't know if I was running a low-grade fever or what the deal was, but hopefully this is gone soon because I'm not a big fan of being sick. But yeah, it is what it is, and sometimes there's really nothing you can do about it, so you just got to battle on through. So tonight what I thought I would do is a little pre-card show inventory reveal or demonstration or whatever you want to call it. I'm not really sure what I would call it. I'll be at the Brooklyn Center card show, the Minnesota card show at Brooklyn Center, Earl Brown Heritage Center tomorrow morning and afternoon. I'll be there with Richard and we'll be set up. And yeah, if you want to see what we're bringing to the show, check it out.
TE2 Edge Sports Cards. Get at it.
All right, let's get started here, folks. No need to make you guys wait at all. So I'll be set up at the show tomorrow. I'll have graded cards, one, maybe two cases worth of graded cards, and then a bunch of raw cards in a couple of 5,000 count boxes. We'll see how much we can get on the table. Usually you can't get two 5,000 count boxes and two cases, but I'll certainly try. Maybe we'll get two cases and two 5,000 count boxes. I know people love to look through the cards and, you know, find pearls and gems and that sort of thing. So hopefully people will enjoy going through the raw cards. It is a little bit more effort to bring them there because they're pretty heavy boxes, but we'll get it figured out. Got some new cases too about a month and a half ago, and so looking forward to having those out and about tomorrow. I'm going to break this up into kind of three parts. The first part will be inventory that I have had for a minute that will be graded, and then I'll have some raw stuff and then a new lot that I just got in late afternoon today. It is an 89 card Kobe collection and one Jordan card in that collection, and they're all raw cards, and I think you'll be pretty interested to see what's in that collection. Just like I said, came to the house here today through UPS right around like 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock. So let's go through some of the graded cards, all the graded cards. I think some of them have prices on. I went and priced everything, I think a night or two ago, just to update the prices and make sure that I wasn't too far off, above or below with the prices. And yeah, if there's anything that you're interested in, send me a message, leave a comment. My email is rjp7227@yahoo.com. I'm always looking for collections, Kobe, LeBron, MJ, of course. You all know that. Yeah, and if there's anything you want me to set aside, I'm happy to do that. Some of these cards I still haven't even like priced yet, so I got to do that tonight and tomorrow morning. All right, let's get started. All right. It's Friday night, and we are doing cards at the card table. And yeah, man, fun. My son is just relaxing. He went to the gym today, so I picked him up. Went to school, obviously. Picked him up and got him from school to the YMCA, and then he worked out for an hour and a half, and then went and picked him up and came home. And my wife and daughter are at the University of Minnesota for the state swim meet. My daughter Nora is an alternate there, and she's there supporting her team. And yeah, so they'll be back in a little bit, but I figured I would do oh my God, that's bright. Holy balls on a heifer. Jeez. All right, that's a little bit better. I was really see. All right, so let's go through this. Enough chit chat. 96 finest kg. I got some cheap slabs here. Little shack. I tried selling this for a lot more. No go. $50. Moving it. That was one of the last cards from the South Dakota collection. Little Shockwave. This is another card from the South Dakota collection. Numbered to 25, but like I've had to continually bring the price down, and $60 is where it's at. 35, I think that's a great deal on a 2013 Blue Prism. Original color. I mean, $35? I think I paid probably $80 for that card, so somebody's going to get a good deal on that. Oops. This is the Dufex. I don't know. What does Dufex even mean? Dufex. Yeah, no idea. I just know that Rick Meyer's in the back and your boy Brett Favre is on the front. White Mamba. Caruso. Would have been a 10, but the seller on eBay sold it to me without disclosing that there was a print line in it. You can see the print line right there. Yeah, I wasn't too pleased about that because I thought that was going to 10, but here's a card that came with the collection from Southeast Asia. Little Jordan in number 12, I believe. Little Cade Cunningham mosaic action. That's a rookie year. $35 on that. So just some cheap stuff here. KG. Another KG. Signature rookies. Another Rogers. Price on this just keeps going down, down, down. Somebody will buy that for $35, I would think. Put these over there. Okay, let's keep going. Got a little more Rogers here. That's the 2014 NFL Shield. Gonna take a bath on this one. I think I paid like $4.50 on this. This stuff is dropping. I mean, I know they haven't played well the last couple games, but why is Rogers' stuff dropping so much? Makes no sense. Herbert, they're doing good. He looks good. He doesn't look amazing, but he looks good. Put 1,100 on that. Griffey, of course, you've seen this one. This is the Atomic International. Pullman's Best. That's a cool card. It's game used. Little Griffey action. Private issue. Not terribly interested in moving this, but put $120 on it. See if anyone bites. So this will just give you some time to, or give you a sense of what I'll be bringing, and save you some time if you do come by the table. I picked this up recently. It's a red refractor of Buzellis. Not Buzellis, but Buzellis is what I'm told he is pronounced his name. Maras Buzellis. This is numbered to 10, which I find interesting because I thought all of the Topps Bowman stuff was numbered to 5. But there you go. Got the 2022 Bowman University Best. This is the auto. These are numbered to 50. I put 1,000 on this. I mean, I'd sell it for less than 1,000, but I'm not really terribly interested in moving his stuff right now. So, I mean, I'd take 1,000 for it, but if I hang on to it, I hang on to it. He's good. He's averaging, 15 points a game, 5 rebounds a game. What do you have, 21 and 14 his last game? He's 21 years old. I mean, so I've got a mess of Buzellis here. I think he's probably about 1/10 the value of Wemby right now. So if you look at this card, put $1,000 on it. This is a red, number to 5. Put 4 on that. I don't know. I figured the gold is 1, red is 4. I don't know. Maybe I'm way out of line with that, but these are hard to pull. I've ripped some of this product, and it is not easy to pull reds. I mean, there's not even one. I mean, there's maybe 1 per 4 cases or 5 cases. And there's 16 boxes in a case and 7 cards in a box. So it gives you kind of an idea of how hard it is to pull a red out of 5. Here's the Rogers 2014 Prism. It's kind of a cool card. There's an orange Prism. For some reason, that one is a little more expensive. The value on that one's a little higher. Let's keep going. This is mostly inventory that I've had for a little bit, so some of it should look familiar to you. Shea, We had this up at 3, 4, 500. No, I think at 325, 400. Dropped the price down to 225. I think it's a great card. I mean, this is out of 25. It's, this is from the Asia Tmall product, so Asia Gold. Got a camel pink, 2020. Got the green fluorescent. I think that's a cool looking card. I've had the black gold out of 8. I've had the blue fluorescent out of 15. This one I think is out of 10. Yeah, it's 1 of 10. All right, here comes a cough. Sorry. Apologies. Red Wave, $100. Orange fluorescent, numbered to 25. I don't know why this is $350 and another one's so much more, but for some reason the orange fluorescents don't have the same amount of value. Here's another Buzelis, yellow refractor, numbered to 75, I think. Yeah, 75. That's a cool card. PSA 9. Another Buzelis. This is the base Inception Auto, so non-numbered. So if you like Buzelis, I'm your guy. Here's a 9. Here's a 10, numbered to 50. This is the V. It says V1, but that's incorrectly labeled. Pretty sure this is the V2. The V2, the V2 is gold only in Inception, and it is the thinner concentric circles, I think, is the V2. So, and they are shorter printed than the V1. At least that's my experience in ripping that product. Driving Force Upper Deck. Driving Forces Upper Deck. Dropped the price on this by about $200. Need to move it. It's KG Auto. It's kind of hard to see the auto down there, but I put $200 on that. I think it's a PSA 9. Gold Scope. This is 2020 Flux, inaugural year of Gold Scope. That's a Caruso rookie. Excuse me. Here's another Flux from 2020, silver shade. I think the 2020 Flux stuff looks really good. I like that product. I ripped a bunch of it back in the day. 96 Topps NBA Stars. This is a Walt Frazier. This is the refractor. And not to be dismissed, Wilt Chamberlain. That's a great card. I think that's the NBA Finals. That might even be Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Same product, 96 Top Stars. Not the refractor, though. Probably a little overpriced on this one at $150, but I figured I'd give it a shot. 2003 Fleer EX Kobe and a 9. Pretty valuable card in a 9. $200, that's not bad. And then the last of the graded stuff that's currently priced. Got this 97 Metal Universe base Kobe, 9.5, half point away from a true gem. It's not bad. Y'all have probably seen this before if you've been to my booth. Pop 7, pristine 10. No grade on the auto though. Still think it's a great card. Don't have a price on that one. This is the Creators. Put a couple $100 on this. A little Jordan there. Everybody's favorite, Sam Washington, 1985 Topps. I thought this card was going to be a 10, but I was wrong. So anyway, I mean, in a 10, it's probably a $150 card. Thought it looked really clean. These are so hard to get 10s in. Even 9s are impossible. Oops. It's all right. This is a great card. Just love the scopes. I'm a fan of scope. So it's like a 22 Select Edwards. There's a Griffey preview. Probably shouldn't have gotten it graded. $5. I knew it wasn't going to 10, so. 2000 Fleer Glossy. It's a fun card. Yeah. What's that, a 9? Yeah, it's a PSA 9. Pulled this out of a pack a couple years ago. Darius Garland, gold laser. Number to 10. Number to 10, yep, 10. We've got everybody's favorite, the 95 Skybox Premium Jordan Meltdown. There was a sale of one of these recently, like in November, for like $13.50, I think. So, people were trying to buy this for $800, $900 about 2 months ago, and I'm like, no, I think this is closer to like a $1,200 to $1,400 card. And I was right. This also has a 9-digit cert on it. So, eye appeal in this card, excellent. Look at the back. I mean, that's pretty much it. That right side and that bottom right corner. The rest of it looks real clean. Not super motivated to move this, but if somebody put $13.50 on it, I'd sell it. That's about as low as I'll go, though, whatever that last comp is. Here's the private issue in a 9. Low pop, I think 74 in a 9 with just a few higher. And then this one is also very low pop. I think it's even less than the private issue. I want to say this is in the 50s or the 60s. PSA 9, high risers. These are so hard to find clean, especially on the back, just the way they cut the card. I mean, you can see this one's got some issues on the right-hand edging, but otherwise looks really nice. I don't know, $2,100. I think that's a really good price for this card. I mean, you're not going to find this anywhere. And it's a 9-digit cert again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it was recently graded. So it was graded against the highest standard that PSA has ever had. All the 9-digit certs. This one is a 9-digit cert too, I think. So all 3 of these cards are 9-digit certs. And if you compare the 9-digit certs to the 8-digit certs, you can see there's a difference. That the 9s look better than the 8s. Last card. Don't have a price on this one. Picked this up a couple weeks ago. It is the V2. So shorter print than the V1. And I know that because I've ripped cases of this stuff. Yeah, so a 10-10. Pretty excited about this card. And somebody comes by and wants to pick it up for the right price, I'll sell it. Otherwise, I'm going to hang on to this and hope that he stays healthy and continues to play really well. What a special, special player. Wemby. Auto looks good, too. So, anyway, that's what I have for that. I did show some of these already this week, but I can go through these again. I'll put prices on these. These are the cards that came back and were part of the reveal recently. I'm just going to kind of buzz through these. These are really good. You know, I've got a couple guys that repack who are always looking for stuff in that kind of $15, $20 to $100, $150 range. You know, and if they can win and I can win, I got some of these 9s. Man, I'm telling you, I think I had a tough grader. I thought one of those was going to be a 10. They both looked really good. This one, I knew that one was off-center, top to bottom. This one, however, I don't know, man. I don't know what the issue was with this. Maybe the centering? I mean, got a 10 in the StarQuest, which you all saw. Got a 10 on the 96 Topps, which was pretty fun. Let me do this. Let me put some of these away here. So if you just give me a second. Clear out a little space on the card table here. And then we'll go through the rest of the cards that came back this week that I did the reveal on a couple days ago. Or yesterday, whatever day it was. And let's get these up here. All right, got a little more room here. Okay, so let's keep going. We've got the, what's this here? A little fuzz. WorldCom. It's kind of fun. These are the new PSA slabs, of course. They look great. Feel great. Too easy to crack open, by the way. All you need to do is just take a little bottle opener and hit this corner, and it pops right up. I know because I've done it, but yeah, it's a really sweet looking card. So these will be affordable. You got to move these cards. These are movers. I'd prefer to sell them to somebody in person at a show than sell them on eBay, because I'd rather give the value to the person that I know than give it to eBay in the fee. It's a super feats. These cards all came from South Dakota. God, I thought that one was a 10. Then I looked at it again and I thought, maybe not. Look at the upper left and upper right hand corners, but man, $800-900 card and a 10. Higher power. Another higher power. Believe it or not, those 7s have some value. It's the power of Jordan, I tell you. It's the power of Jordan. He's an evergreen. It's evergreen. Take it anywhere, anytime, any place, and Jordan sells. You don't have to wait for the spring or follow some sort of a pattern. This stuff has plateaued a little bit in the last few weeks. But, man, I mean, I thought that was a 10. To be honest with you, yeah, I thought that one was going to be a 10. $300-400, but that one got an 8. That one got a 9. I mean, I don't know what they're thinking you need to do to get a 10 on these. I try and usually when I have multiples, I do 3. 1 8, 1 9, 2 9s, 1 10. Try and put that 10 at the end of the sequence. God, I thought that one looked clean, but I did pre-grade that one as a 9. So some of these I did pre-grade correctly, but if you saw the reveal from this week, I swung and missed pretty badly. I think my overgrade rate was like 60%, 62%, something like that. Hit that one though. Hit that one. Excuse me, missed on that one. Missed on that one. Well, didn't miss, but didn't hit a 10. And then this top stars. I'd love to get this in an atomic refractor. That'd be sweet. Okay, so those are those. Let's take a look at some raw cards here. I'm going to grab some of these. So these are the ones in the one touches. Try not to drop them here. Kind of operating with one hand. It's not ideal. All right, so this Pippin pulled this out of a box last week, the week of my birthday. It was 1993-94 Upper Deck Special Edition. Yeah, I don't know. Probably won't sell, but figured I'd put it in a one touch and see if anybody's interested. Got a finest of MJ. Little tiny bit of hulking on his face. Not too terrible. 130 on that. That's probably a little high. But the Shack. There's a scratch on it. I thought about sending it back in, but I was like, you know what? Let's just sell it raw. Here's another higher power. '98 Bowman's Best. A little Kobe. A lot of Kobe in these one touches. That's the SPX. What did I put on this? $40. Metal Edge, Fleer Metal, 96, 85 on that. This is the Ultra Rookie, 35 on that. This is the Upper Deck. What is this called? Exclusives? I think it's exclusives, yeah. 35 on that. This is the Ultra All Rookie. 35. A lot of these were priced, I think, around 30, 35 bucks. So 96 Skybox Premium. Rookie. Rookie Kobe Bryant. I got a PSA 10 on one of these. I sold it already, though. It sold pretty quickly. I was out of a box, out of a pack that I had. I bought some packs off a guy on Facebook, and some of it was 96 Skybox Premium, and pulled the Kobe, and it jammed. I mean, what are the odds? Give thanks. You know, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. On that one, it was good. It's a Cyber Metal. This is a gradable card in my opinion. I mean, the upper left-hand corner is a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, how many times do you see this raw for sale at shows amongst all the TCG and everything else, modern stuff? Plus Factor, that's the Fleer Tradition. Excuse me. Skybox Z-Force, Rookie, 30 on that. Got the Bowman's Best, fading here. Put 35 on that. Another Bowman's Best. Got the Apprentices. 96 Finest, but 90 on that. Those seem to be selling pretty consistently for 90. This is Rookie Preview. So this is Skybox Premium. This is a little bigger card. Put 150 on this one. This one looks pretty... This one looks pretty good. I don't remember why I didn't send this in for grading. After a while, it's just like, you can only send so much in to get graded. And some of it you gotta move raw. It takes forever with PSA. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying like it takes a long time. So you gotta keep the cash moving. Otherwise you run out of money. And plus, why not give it to somebody else and let them try grading it, Give them a shot at it. Give some other people a crack at the raw to grade game. It's a gold medallion. A little bit more expensive, not terribly. Oops. Gotta be careful I don't knock my phone over here again. Here's the Flair Showcase. This is the row 2, of course. Put 100 on that. That's a beautiful card. Man, that's just a beautiful card. Can you imagine just like cracking open like a couple cases of 96 Flair Showcase? Ooh, man, that would be so much fun. I wonder if there's any cases even left. I'm sure there's boxes, but yeah, this one looks pretty good. I put 150 on this. And I mean, honestly, what did it come back? Maybe an 8? Probably not a 9, maybe an 8. But I mean, to get it slabbed up, there's always the micro surface scratches on those cards, so. But still fun. Another one of the Bowman's Best. This is a cool one. You don't see this very often. Check this out, man. Yeah, sweet, sweet card. I put 300 on this. I've only had one of these. This is the only one I've had. So I was going to grade it, but then I was like, let's just sell it raw. I don't think it looks terrible. And down the bottom, I think this is an 8. Not a 9. Not with that. Well, maybe. Probably not. 8, maybe a 7. I think it's probably 6 of one, half dozen of the other, but great raw card there. Metal Edge. I think I showed you one of these already. Here's the NBA Hoops rookie, the gold. Put 80 on that. Fresh Foundation. Man, Kobe's rookie cards are just amazing. That's the thing about Kobe and Jordan is Kobe's rookie cards actually look nicer than Jordan's rookie cards. They don't carry the same value, but there's just so much more variety. I mean, what do you got for Jordan? You've got the star cards, which are really cool. I don't have any of those. Probably never will. And then, of course, the 86 Fleer. But, man, Kobe's just got so many nice options for rookie cards. It's a TSC. There's two TSCs, right? This is the R12, and then there's the one where he's dunking in the warm-ups. Okay. So, those are the raw Kobe's. I've shown you existing inventory. I've shown you stuff that's priced, and I've shown you some things that are not priced. Now for the grand finale. Now that I've whet your appetite, let's take a look at what just came in the mail today. Let me get these out of here too. And I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised or pleased or surprised or whatever you want to call it with what you see next. I know I've only looked through in a real cursory way this collection, but so far it looks nice. Like it looks curated, if you know what I mean. Every once in a while you come across a collection or a lot, however big, however small, where the cards are curated, meaning that they specifically took the same card, two of the same card, and pulled the one that was of a lesser condition, and eye appeal, and swapped in a better one. So, so this is the this is a good lot. You're gonna enjoy this. So right off the bat, we've got a Flair Showcase. This is the Passion. Yeah, and if you just look, this bad boy looks real clean. Like this bottom left-hand corner, but I can't tell if that's part of the floor or if that's where. I've never had this card before, though. So that's a nice one. Let's do some of these here. So this is some of the lower end stuff. But even the lower end stuff, just look. I mean, I've graded this card and gotten a 10 on it. That one looks really centered. Know what I mean? So I'm going to put these back. So sorry for the time it's taking here, but I want to get these back in the package, back in the sleeve or whatever you want to call it. Express lane. So it's optic. It's tops. This looks like 99 Stadium Club. Does that sound right? Yeah, 99. 98, 99. Clear focus. So these just, I mean, literally I've only had these for a matter of hours. So this is my first time going through these, other than just unboxing them. So if you're a Kobe person, I got a lot of Kobe. I know I have had a lot of people asking about Kobe in the last few shows because I've really kind of honed in on Jordan. I'm telling you, you just follow the cards. That's what I do. Sensations, non-refractor. So holographics, great at that. That's a nice card. I wonder if this is numbered. No. Doesn't look like it. So that's the base. Top's chrome. So, yeah. And there, depending on the age of the collector, there can be more Kobe folks at these shows than Jordan. I mean, everybody knows Jordan. Everybody loves Jordan. But some people didn't see Jordan play or were too young to really remember. Whereas Kobe still burned into people's memories. I've had this in a SGC slab. I think it was an SGC 9. I'm not mistaken. That's the star date. Is it 97 star date? The Z-Force. It's an Ovation. It's not the numbered one, so it's not the gold out of 1,000. I do have a gold out of 1,000 of Jordan of that, but that's getting graded. Fleer Ultra. So hopefully this is going to be of interest to some folks. So my plan was to rod grade pretty much all these. At least all the ones that made sense. Oops, sorry folks. Struggling here. Struggling. Well, you've got to be kidding me. Goodness gracious. I do want to put these back though, because if I'm going to, well, I'm not going to tell you that now. I'll tell you later. I can tell you now. My plan is to bring these to the show tomorrow. I'm not really motivated to sell them unless somebody's willing to. Holy shit, look at that card. Are you kidding me? Dude, that's one of the coolest photos of a card I've ever seen. That's Doug Christie in the background, Shaq in the background. I've never seen this image. Yeah, I don't know what this card is worth, but I'll tell you what, this is worth getting slabbed irrespective of what the value is. That is a sweet, sweet card. My God, wow. I should just pull that one aside just for the sake of having that in hand. Like PC that card. That is a sweet looking card. All right, let's keep going. We got a few more. Excuse me, in the top loaders. Stadium Club. Is that members? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Ovation. I've not seen that one. This looks like Black Diamond. Is this not numbered? I don't think. Was there single, double, triple with these Black Diamonds? Don't know that card. Hoops. Not familiar with it. So hang in there. These are just the kind of appetizers. So what I plan to do is bring these to the show tomorrow and put a price and an OBO on it, the whole collection. I'm not going to piece these out, just to let folks know if you're going to be at the show tomorrow. I had this in a refractor, sold that recently. It was in a BGS 9 slab. I got that from a Connect in Southeast Asia. See, the centering on that looks great. That's a great card too. Centering on that one looks great. I mean, I don't know. These look very clean to me, and I've looked at a lot of Kobe's and a lot of MJ's over the last, probably 18 months, for sure the last year. And you get kind of a sense. You can kind of tell in the pictures, and then for sure when you get them in hand, if they've been curated or not. You know, because not everyone's PC collection of stuff is curated. You know, like, no, these are all the Kobe cards that I got, and this is what I got, you know. But some people are real particular about their collection, so they'll curate them in a way where they're always looking to upgrade the particular card. That's a sweet card. Holy smokes. Yeah, Topps Verticality. What year is that? 2002. Never had this one before in hand. Just the refraction compared to like current refraction is not even comparable. That's a sweet card, the Heritage. See, look at that. It's just so centered. I mean, that's a sweet, nice card in terms of condition. So, and it's, you know, you go through a lot of cards. I got to tell you, folks, you don't find, every collection's not like this. You know, some collections, you know, you might find, well, like the Jordan collection that I just did the reveal on. I showed you some of those. I showed you those cards just a second ago. There were 325 cards in the collection. 31 of the cards I thought were worth grading. That's like 10%. Less than 10%. Like 9%. And those cards had been in a box for 30 years. I mean, they'd been touched like one, maybe two times. So, you know, you don't run into tons of cards that, you know, are going to be. See, look at that. I don't know, guys. This looks pretty good so far. This is the last of the top loaded ones, so this will go a little bit faster from here on out. Thanks for watching and hanging in there. Again, that one looks pretty centered. Oh, the coast to coast. And a hard court. Yeah, a lot of these cards I've not had. I've had this one, but I don't think I've ever had these three before. 97, 98. Nope. I'm telling you, if you're a Kobe guy, come to my table early tomorrow, because these cards are going to be gone. Yeah, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to sell it piece by piece. It's going to be one whole collection in its entirety. Or I'm going to bring them back home tomorrow, process them, and take my chances with PSA. All right, here's the next one. Flair Showcase. Elementary. I mean, are you kidding me? And this looks good. It looks clean. I mean, a little bit up in the upper left-hand corner, but here's one that people are familiar with. UD3 Hardwood Prospects. That one, I'll show you the back. That one looks good. It's a familiar card to folks. It looks a little off left to right, but it looks clean. I mean, I'm not seeing those hairs, the fibers. I don't know. Could be a 9. I mean, I've graded a few of those. That looks like a potential 9 to me. Another showcase. That's Showtime. All right, got that one. Encore. You saw this before. Not the gold medallion version. Not a super valuable card, but still a rookie card. Oh, this is the gold medallion version. Shoot. I didn't realize there was a gold medallion in this collection, in this lot. Okay. Well, how does this one look? Not too bad. I don't know. Looks pretty clean to me. See, this card, I've seen this card many, many times. Usually not centered. I've always wondered, like, what's up with the cast? He's playing with a cast? No way. The back looks centered. Check this one out. A 3x3 luminescent? Are you kidding me? I've never even seen this card at a show. I mean, I'm not saying it's like the greatest card since sliced bread, but holy shit, man. Yeah, it's a luminescent. So this comes back as a 9? I mean, what's this valued at as a 9 or a 10? I don't know. I'm not sure, but it's not a small amount. I'll tell you that much. Upper Deck. This is a rookie. People are very familiar with this card. Bowman's Best Base. Looks like there's a little something going on up here. Not sure what that is. So that one's not gonna. Check this one out. Ooh-wee. Prodigy. That's a Topps. Yep. What year is this? 99. Yeah, that comes back as a 10. That's a big card. Maybe I shouldn't bring these tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll bring them. See, just put a price on them. See if anyone wants to scoop them up. This is the best picks. This is a big card and a PSA 10. Yeah, I think it's $1,000 if I'm not mistaken. It could be more. It could be less. Never seen this card in hand. Fleer Tradition, Great Expectations. It's like the cover of a book with Kobe dunking. Now, you take a look at this card. This card looks clean. This shit looks clean. I mean, upper left-hand corner, of course, a little bit up there. But otherwise, I don't know. I think that looks like an 8 to me. I know I've been off a little bit in this last reveal, but that looks like an 8. This is the Kobe base, right? You saw 3 of these before that were faded. I mean, folks, it just goes on and on. Rookie Rewind. Okay. Still got some more here. This is the Flair Showcase. This looks like 90. Was this 97? Yeah, 97. Roll 3. No, I'd have to take this out. Here, let's do a test. Let's take this out of this one touch. How does the surface look? Look at the surface. I mean, how frequently do you see this card with like very little to no scratching? I mean, there's some lines down here. Those look like, but those don't look like scratches to me. Maybe they are. But usually there's micro scratches all the hell over these cards. And this one doesn't even have a penny sleeve on top of it. So sometimes you get into collections and lots where it's like, man, they really roughed these cards up, or this guy, you know, and I asked the seller of this collection of the provenance. I asked him, so what's the story behind these cards? And he said, I'll save that for another day. So to me, what that says is volumes that he wouldn't say. I think these were his own. I think these were his cards. I think he needed to get out of these cards. You know, why wouldn't he tell me what it was? He's a super cool guy too. 90 fine. This one's a little tougher. You look on the right side. Skybox Premium. Never had this card before. Back looks pretty clean though. Take a look. Not bad. Metal Champ. I know this video is going long, but I had to show you guys this last. I mean, I wanted to show you everything, but I had to show you this last part here just because of how nice these cards look. I mean, I've graded probably 10 of these. Upper left-hand corner of that one. But still, looks nice. This is EX. What year is this? 2000? 99? Let's see here. I think it's 99. Never had that one in hand. Seen it. What's this? Another EX? This must be... Here's this. I don't even know. 2001. Okay. Here is the Topps rookie. I don't know. Centering looks pretty nice, you guys. I mean, I don't know what the gem rate is on these, but this, I'd have to look at it more closely. It looks a little bit off-centered top to bottom, and maybe a tiny bit left to right, but I think that's a legit 9. Here's a second one. This one's definitely, well, maybe not. I mean, if one of these 10s, I mean, what are these running for as a 10? $1,000? More? Less? I don't know. I have to look. That's a base. This looks pretty clean. Upper left-hand corner. Usually, why the upper left-hand corner? See, look, there's some stuff at the top here now. See? So you got to look close. You can't assume that every card is in great condition. This one looks pretty icy, though. It's a big card and a 10. I mean, Kobe rookies in 10? Look at this one. Earthquake. Or no, Youthquake. It's a cool card. I bet there's a refractor version of this. This is Topps Chrome. Oh my God, love this card. This is not one of the best all-time Kobe cards. I mean, not the most valuable card, but the class of 96 is exactly that. It is classy. Guys, this one looks good. Holy schlitz. I mean, in a 7, this is like a $250 to $300 card. I mean, I'd have to look at the surface because that's the telltale sign. I can't really tell with it in the one touch there, but I mean, if it comes back as a 9 or even a 10, good Lord. Not at all familiar with this card. Generation EX. I mean, I'm familiar with Generation EX, but super cool card. Guys, there's one more stack. Look at this one. All right, now it's got a print line. You can see the print line down the right-hand side, which is really unfortunate. But that's one grade. Otherwise, I don't know. I looked at this one because I, just so familiar with Stardate and having graded a few of them. Oh, man, this one looks good. Maybe a 9. Probably an 8, but maybe a 9. Never know. 96 Skybox. Excuse me for clearing my throat, too. I hate that, but I'm just, like I said, I'm not feeling well. 96 Skybox Premium. Maybe looks pretty clean. Hey, check this one out. Yeah, high voltage, baby. Yeah, nice card. Again, upper left-hand corner. Other than that, I think it. Look at the bottom. Well, those are his shorts. I mean, 8, 9. I don't know. Have to see. There's the Fleer rookie. Seen a lot of those come through. NBA Hoops. Surprisingly big card in the PSA 10. Here's the refractor. This one's off-centered. But is it a 9? Most likely an 8. Pretty off-centered in the back. There's a gold medallion. This one looked a little rougher. Especially up there. It's always the upper left-hand corner with this lot. Premier Prospects. The old SP. Familiar card to folks. Stadium Club. Still, I mean, in a PSA 10, which it's not. See? But in a PSA 10, that's a $600-$700 card. I don't think this one's a 10. I never know. I mean, I can't really. Sometimes with these fresh foundation cards, it looks like it's damaged, but it's not. It looks like there's wear. Let's see here. Let's Fast and Furious. So I'm telling you, folks, if you're a Kobe person, I'm your guy tomorrow. Because I got Kobe coming out my ears. There's Boss, Z-Force. Not the Super Boss. The Boss, the regular Boss. Fast Track. Had this before. We've got, let's go here with this. 3 more left. Hidden Gems. I thought this looked pretty icy, folks. I don't know what this is worth in a 10. I've never had this card before. But that thing looks SWEET. Sweet. Upper right-hand corner. Little tick on the side. But even as a 9, yeah, bottom right. So no, not a 10. But still, like in an 8 or a 9. Check out this bad boy. This is a triumvirate. Well, yeah, the refractor version. Nice. And then the last card, because I said, hey, I want to buy the whole lot. A lot of people are like, oh, I'll buy this one. Can I get this one? You break the lot up, piece it out, whatever. I said, man, I'll buy the whole lot, but can you throw in one card to kind of just sweeten things for me a little bit? So he threw in this. I was like, dude, that's really cool, man. Thank you so much. I've never had a power in the key, Jordan. And this one looks good. I mean, look up here. Down there. Black even looks pretty good on this one. I mean, I've had a Shaq power in the key, but never Jordan. I think this is an 8 or 9. I don't think it's a 10, but I don't think it's too far away from a 9, to be honest with you. I know they grade Jordan hard, but what's this worth in a PSA 9? I don't know. I'd have to go through and actually do an analysis of all these, but yeah, so that's what I'm bringing. And then I've got, some other smaller stuff, from other things that I picked up. That's a $50 card. Got some Iverson. Stuff like this is always some Timmy D. But I'm telling you, folks, if you're interested in Kobe, y'all gonna have to come through the table early tomorrow, because it's gonna go. It might not even make it to 9. Maybe what I'll do is I'll hold out. I won't sell to any dealers or any repackers right away. When we get there at 8. Of course, they're going to come through. They always do, which I appreciate, and I'm never, opposed to that. God bless the repackers and the dealers and the flippers and the runners and the collectors. Of course, the collectors always. But maybe what I'll do is I'll just put the collection aside and let people take a look at it and, say if you want it, this is the price. And if you don't, I'm going to come back home and spend hours and hours and hours poring over all these cards and send them into PSA, and may the PSA gods be with me. Appreciate you watching. I know I kind of rambled on here. It's been a long video, but I haven't done a lot of videos in the last month. And so, sometimes for me, when it comes down to making content, it's when the spirit moves me. I wish I could be that person who does content every day or every Tuesday or every Thursday or whatever it might be, but my life is just not like that, and I had the surgery last month, and things are going good with that, and been busy in a good way with family, faith and family, or my 1 and 2, faith 1, family 2, and so I love doing the cards too, though, and so, it's fun to do the content and hear the comments and see people in person who comment, and just so appreciative of each of you. And, it's just a blessing to be able to be in the hobby in this way. I know there's a lot of drama in the hobby. Man, I'm kind of savior drama for your mama. I'm kind of that guy. You know, just keep it positive, keep it real, keep it one love, and keep it about the cards all the time, baby. All right. Peace out. One love. Y'all have a blessed night. Thank you for watching. Leave me a comment. One love.